friends, how you doing today? I am doing well. Yes, I'm doing well. Want to know why? Listen, this is an unprompted video that I'm making today, and yeah, I carry my helmet. I carry my helmet around. Why do I got a helmet? You say? You're probably saying, well, you probably need a helmet because you're that special kind of guy. No. I decided to take another leap of faith today. I decided to take another leap of faith because, listen, this is what happened. Some men, they go through midlife crisis and they go buy themselves some Harley Davidsons, or they go buy themselves a Corvette or a Stingray or some kind of fancy smancy Mustang or something. That's what they go through when they have a midlife crisis. Not this guy. This guy went out and bought himself a moped. Born to be wild. That's what I bought. I bought myself a little tiny moped, and I've been afraid to drive it. I've been trying. Wonder why? Because I have not ridden a bike in approximately, I must have been probably 13 or something when I rode a bike last, and I'm like in my 40s. So I'm like, listen, I'm gonna buy myself a moped. I've always wanted one. I've always my whole life wanted one. And when the pandemic hit and people be getting all of their pandemic money their relief money, whatever, I don't know what they were being relieved from. I mean, I was at home, I was relaxing, I was with my family. I mean, I was very relieved. I was very comfortable, very relieved. Money was coming in from the state. Money was coming in from over here. They were dropping $1,000 checks on me. Okay, money was pouring in. So I was very relieved. So thank you, President, whoever, for relieving me of my strain, I guess, due to the pandemic. But anyway, so what I did with some of my money is I went on the marketplace, on the Facebook marketplace, and I bought myself a moped, which came with this helmet. The helmet came in with it. The guy's like, I want you to be protected. You look like you need a helmet. Here's a helmet. Go be protected. Now, with that said, there's something special happened to me today. I have been afraid to drive this moped for literally years. I've had it. Whole thing hit almost 2 years ago, whatever. So I've taken it for little spins around the neighborhood, wibble wobbling and all over the place like that. But I'm like, you know what? Today I'm gonna take a leap of faith. And I'm gonna go out of my neighborhood, out of my comfort zone. I'm gonna go far away. I'm gonna get on a highway. Okay, I'm gonna get on a main road, and I'm gonna bring this baby up to 45, 50. I'm gonna do it, and I'm a big guy, so I'll tell you. Imagine this, okay? Just imagine me. I'm in front of you with this thing going like 40 miles an hour, and I'd be also. Listen, the key is I guess, I don't know if this is illegal or not. Please comment below, and if you're a police officer, please forgive me. I need music. When I drive my car, I need music. I used to drive a forklift for I don't know how many years. They used to let me put one earbud in while I was driving my forklift, and that used to make me. I was just flow. Everything would just flow perfectly. So I'm like, maybe if I just put one earbud in, keep extremely low, so I can hear everything around me. I want to be mindful of the people behind me. I don't want to hurt nobody. I don't want them to hurt me. And I keep it extremely low. I have my little music playing in one ear in the background, so I can hear with the other ear perfectly. I'm good. Maybe I'll be okay. I put the thing in, drove, no problem. I didn't get pulled over by no policeman or whatever like that. And I tell you, I had the confidence and the faith that I was gonna make it far, and I drove far. And then listen to this, my friends. I'm talking to you all the time about gas, and I got all these gas dilemmas going on. To fill up a tank on a moped, let me just throw this out here: $1.25. I just filled up my tank on my moped for $1.25. I drove that thing all the way to I drove far. Know what I did? I'm gonna tell you what I did today. So I've been going up and down, and this video is kind of special, and my videos have been all over the place lately. I've been putting little dates in the corner because I've been editing old videos I had, and now they're coming back, and I want to present them to you because I've had them building up. But I like to be current, too. I like to make sure that I'm giving you current events of what's going on in my life. And a lot has been going on. 600 subscribers and more. 601 this morning. I was super excited. So please do me a favor. Please keep hitting that subscribe button, because I'll tell you, thank you, Mr. One. Whoever one was today that hit that 601 mark on me. Oh, my gosh. Thank you. Thank you so much. But yeah, so my mood and everything's been changing, going up and down, and I've been trying to take these leaps of faith. Okay, that's what I'm calling them, leaps of faith, where I stop trying to do things in my own power. Because I'll tell you right now, my friends, I just really feel like when you try to do things all on your own, and you have no faith in the things that you're doing, you mess yourself up. It's all about me. No, it ain't all about me. You know what? It's give and take with people. Okay, you give and you take. And you should try to give more than you take. You know what I mean? That's my thing. That's just my thing. You try to give more than you take. But if they're not reciprocating your giving and you're getting nothing, then it's time to just walk away. It's time to just walk away and find somebody that wants to give and take with you. Okay? Because listen, after a while, some people they're so used to you giving, that's all they can do is take. They just take you for granted. After a while, it's like, well, this person's just gonna keep giving and giving and giving until they're broken. So I'm just gonna keep taking and taking and taking until they're broken. Now, there may have been one point in your life where you guys were like giving and taking, everything was great, love and relationship, everything's wonderful. But then it just became one-sided all of a sudden. Things were like, hey, it's all about me. It's all about me. It's all about me. No, it's never all about you. Okay, it's never all about you. It's about people. It's about how people feel. Don't be messing people up. Don't be messing people up. People are struggling. Listen, the guy you walk down, the cashier at your local Walmart or whatever it is, you don't know what that guy's going through. You don't know what happened in that guy's life. You don't know the things that are going on in this guy's world. And maybe he gave you a little bit of an attitude that day. Maybe he looked at you the wrong way. Maybe he didn't bag your eggs correctly. Maybe he was having a bad day. Do you ever think of that? Before you start jumping the gun and say, this guy's just a piece of trash, that guy's a piece of garbage, he's a piece of this, a piece of that. Listen, think about what happened to you last week. I mean, think about what you went through. I mean, maybe you had somebody pass away. Maybe somebody that you absolutely loved just passed away. And you're carrying that burden of hurt. You know what I mean? And then you got a little bit of a chip on your shoulder. You feel a little something. Or maybe you didn't get that raise at work. Or maybe you're feeling unappreciated. Or maybe one of your kids is sick. I mean, see what I'm doing over here? This is just the loads of stuff that pile up on people's shoulders every single day. And we don't know what they're going through. We don't know what they're going through. So we have to be faithful that things are going to get better. You got to look like, hey, things are going to get better. But I'll tell you right now, if they're not going to get better, if you feel like there's no return, there's nothing. You get no return on your investment. No return. It's time to walk away. You just got to walk away. You got to walk away. There's a quote in the Bible, and I'm gonna go. I want to get all crazy biblical on you, but there's a thing in the Bible I've always remembered, and there was a scene. I'm probably giving this. I'm probably misconstruing this whole thing perfectly wrong, but there was a part where like Jesus would be going from town to town, and he'd be like trying to preach to people, and they'd be like bashing him, they throw rocks at him, like, get out of here, we don't want to hear from you, whatever. And after a while, he was like, this was a quote that I always remembered. He kicked the dust off his sandals and just walked away. He's even I'll tell you, even God has a breaking point. After a while, you just gotta say, you know what? I did what I did. I did what I could. I tried what I tried. I've done everything I possibly can for people. But sometimes, for my own sanity, for my own heart, you gotta just walk away. Sometimes you just gotta walk away. And in this case, today I had to drive. So I'm sitting here this morning, holding a lot of stuff going on or whatever, and I messaged the wife. I'm like, I need to get out. I need to get out of this house. I need to go somewhere. The moped's been covered up since wintertime or whatever. I'm gonna take the whole thing apart. I'm gonna put the gas in it. I'm gonna put the oil in it. I'm gonna put the mirrors back on. I'm gonna charge up the battery, and I'm going for a ride to a nice open space. That's what I told her. That's my exact word. I'm looking for. I want an open space so I can just look at nature. I just wanted to look at the birds, look at the grass, look at the sky, I wanted to feel something different than these four walls. I wanted to feel something different than like just like dwelling in my own pain and hurt and sorrow. Sometimes we feel like we need that. Sometimes I feel like I need that. I don't know if this is you. This might be you. This might be me. This might be you. This is a little strange conversation today, but have you ever just tried to make yourself feel sad? Have you ever just tried to? Did you put on a sad song that triggered something in your life just to see if you could be triggered again? Okay, I made a video about perks of being a wallflower and how it triggered me to be extremely upset, depressed. I cried. My daughter left. She left, and I sat down on my knees and I just wept for the longest time because I felt like I could relate to the character, because I felt like I was a hurt being, and I could relate with the lead character, how he was a hurt being, and he was hurt in love and hurt, and there's a bunch of different things going on. And I just I ordered the Blu-ray to upgrade. I said I wasn't going to do that. I said on the video, I'm not going to do it. I'm probably never going to watch this movie again. But you know what? I wanted to see if I'm still that guy. I thought the movie was amazing. I thought the movie was great. I loved the movie. I thought it was a great movie. But it did something to me. It triggered me. And I'll tell you right now, my friends, if something's changing you for the worse, you got to make it better. You got to find a way to make it better. You got to figure it out. You got to take that leap of faith. You got to get yourself a helmet. You gotta get yourself a helmet, get yourself a moped, get yourself $1.25 and go for that ride on the highway. I had 2 police cars behind me. I felt like I was like a celebrity, okay? They were probably behind me because they were like, look at this big idiot, okay? Doing 30 miles an hour in 50 mile an hour. You know, go around me. Go around. Hey, listen, and if you're like, you're probably looking at me right now, that was you? That was you? Yeah, you. Listen, I'm sorry, okay? I'm gonna do my 35 miles an hour. If you're not happy with it, go around me. Just go around me. That's the whole thing. Listen, I'm not trying to be anybody's stumbling block. I'm not trying to stop nobody from doing what they want to do. You do what you want to do. You make your own decisions. But if I'm getting in your way and I'm hurting you in some way, go around me. Just go around me. Okay? Because I ain't going to change who I am. Just go around me. Yeah. Hey, with that said, my friends, I'm gonna move this along because my daughter said she's coming home for lunch, and I told her I said I'd be done making a video before you came home for lunch, so I got a little bit of time. But when I got back, another sign. Okay, here's another sign that's happening today. The mailman, my regular mailman, the good guy that I love and adore, that takes pride in bringing my packages right to the door. He rang I'm sitting on the couch. I just got back sitting on the couch. I was watching my video. I was watching my own video because I'm that kind of guy. I'm a little weird, but I'm watching my video, examining myself. That's what I do. I like to watch my own videos to pick myself apart, to see what did this guy do wrong, what did this guy do right. I'm not even me anymore. I'm this guy. And so I'm watching my video. Doorbell rings. Knock at the door. He was very persistent because this package, I guess, is a little heavy. And so I open up the door. I'm like, oh, how are you, my friend? He goes, I got a package here, and he says my wife's name. And I'm like, yeah, everything's in my wife's name. I'm like, I said, this package is for me, guaranteed, but it's in my wife's name. He goes, can you sign for it? I said, of course I can sign for it. He goes, thank God. Because I didn't want to carry it all the way back. He goes, I got my car parked all the way up the hill, and I didn't want to carry it all the way back. I've been carrying this thing all the way down the street, and I didn't want to carry it back. And I'm like, I'm here. I'm here for you. Let's sign this thing. And I'm telling you right now, I looked at the guy and I said, listen to me. I said, I order a lot of packages. I get a lot of toys. I get a lot of Blu-rays and stuff like that. I said, and I know that you're the guy that delivers them. Okay. And I looked this guy, I'm telling you right now, I looked this guy right in the face. And I said, listen, thank you. I said, I truly appreciate what you're doing. I said, you know what? He goes, listen, I appreciate you being home. I didn't want to carry it back. I'm like, listen, but you don't understand. I said, I know I get these things a lot. I said, I know it's your job and everything like that. But, to say thank you to you is an important thing to me. And if you hear some banging in the background, that's my chickens. I got the window open today because it's hot. Yesterday when I made that video, I was sweating. And so I'm opening the window today. But I got chickens. Yes, you know what? Why do I got chickens? Because they earn their keep, okay? If you want to get a pet, don't buy a cat. Don't buy a dog. You ain't gonna get nothing from a cat or a dog. Chickens, they give you eggs. They earn their keep. They're paying for themselves out there, okay? That's what they're doing. You know, I gotta buy them chicken feed and everything like that. But I'll be honest with you, they paying for themselves. But I got a box. And let's yes. And you might think this is kind of interesting. You might think it's a little weird, but this is a 1/6 scale Muhammad Ali. Yes, and I got it cheap. And my son kind of provoked this because I've been collecting 1/6 scale Mike Tyson figures because I like Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson is my real American hero, not G.I. Joe. I love me some Mike Tyson, man. I grew up on him. I was that pay-per-view guy that paid the big money to watch him knock out somebody in like 2 seconds. And I remember the whole family would get together. It was like a family event, cousins, uncles, brothers, and it was a big thing. It was exciting. So I was like all about the Mike Tyson. I'm hearing the chickens poking and banging or whatever back there, so it's messing me up. So yeah, we got a one. Okay, hang on a second. I'm going to have to shut the window. Now I'm back. Yeah, that wasn't the chicken. That was the chicken. That's my chickens are building a fence in the neighbor's yard. That ain't the chickens. That was the neighbors, and they were just gonna mess me up and you up, and the sound was gonna be ba-bang, ba-bang, ba-bang. I don't know what he's doing. He's digging holes back there. I don't know. Listen. Listen. I told you before. This place is like I live my life like Fright Night and any of those other movies that you don't look out your window. Listen. Whatever he's doing out there, I don't care if he's digging a hole for his wife and let him go dig that hole. I'm minding my business. I ain't gonna be part of it. So anyway, yeah, Mike Tyson was the man. He was my real life hero. And recently I've been watching a lot of Mike Tyson videos, like a lot of like YouTube Mike Tyson interviews and fights. I watched him bite off Holyfield's ear. The man was just a he's an animal, man. He was just a man, he's like inhuman. Okay, so anyway, so yeah, I'm a little bit of a Tyson fan, but my son's like, have you been watching any of the Muhammad Ali stuff? I'm like, no. I'll be honest with you, I never was big into Muhammad Ali. He's like, listen, you got to watch some Muhammad Ali stuff, Cassius Clay. And I'm like, well, I'll be honest with you. When I was a little guy, my father came home one day with a Muhammad Ali figure. It was like 2 figures or whatever. It was Muhammad Ali and some other guy, whatever. This was back in 1978, 79, probably-ish or whatever. These were old figures, and I loved those figures. And it was Muhammad Ali, and I loved them. But this hot toy, and actually this one is made by Storm Collectibles. Is something a little bit different. And this is the box. Okay, we got a little white box there. And according to the guy I bought this off, I got it off from real cheap. But the issue with it is he bought it from a storage locker. He bought it from a storage locker. So he was like, I don't know if it's complete, but I looked at all the pictures and I watched a bunch of YouTube videos and it looked like it was 100% complete. So I was like, okay, well, we'll see. Well, I'll tell you right now, this thing is upside down. So that ain't good. That ain't good. And then we open it up. We got that right there. This is still upside down. So what I'm saying upside down, because if you look at this and I flip it around, okay, Muhammad Ali should not be this direction. He should be in the opposite direction. But I can fix that. That's an easy fix for the price I paid for this thing. It's an easy fix. I'm going to try to see if I can get this whole thing out all at once, because I remember when I did the unboxing of, I think it was the Mike Tyson or whatever, I messed that one up because I wasn't sure how they package these things. It's like a package on top of package. So now this part of the box is empty. I'm going to have to put all this stuff away after I'm done with the video. And then it's like two separate things together right here. So I'm going to have to I'm going to open one, and I'm going to do my best to show you what comes in. Oh, yeah. Okay, now listen, like I said, I am not the biggest Muhammad Ali fan. I haven't watched a lot of Cassius Clay Muhammad Ali videos. I'm digging it, okay? But check this out. Check it out. Look at that. I hope it focuses for you. The camera's a little bit far away today. Okay, I don't know why I did that. I should have known better. I was doing a video, like a figure video. So hopefully it's going to focus right. But this body itself, look, it's like a squishy body. It's a muscular body, and that looks just like clay. Hang on a second. Hang on. Oh, I'll move this over there. I'm gonna try to get as close as I possibly can, so you guys can see that thing. Hopefully it focuses on the head. I'm gonna go as slow as I can so you can see it. That looks just like Muhammad Ali. They did a great job with this. I am happy my son talked me into this, and I'll tell you right now. If you watch my doppelganger video, my doppelganger was the one that kind of told me that these were a good investment. Keep investing in them because they're only going to appreciate in value. Now, listen, I'm going to tell you what I paid for this thing, and then you're going to be a little mind blown, a little confused, a little whatever. It was $150. $150 for this figure. But if you go on eBay right now, they're going between $300 to $500. $300 to $500 is what they're going for. They don't make them no more. They're made by Storm Collectibles. I want to say they were like a limited run, but yeah, that looks just like Cassius Clay. Now let me put Mr. Lee, Muhammad Ali. Can I call him? No, I'm not gonna call him Mr. Lee. I'm gonna put him over there. Comes with another head, alternate head. I'm probably gonna stay with the head that he's got. I don't know, maybe. Yeah, I'm probably gonna stay with the head he's got on there. But you get the alternate head of Muhammad Ali there. Let me see if you guys can see that. Hope I don't have any moped grease on my hands because yeah, it was but that's the alternate head sculpt. I could probably throw this right on there right now because the cool thing about these figures, look, they just pop right off, okay, and you just pop the other head back on. Oh yeah, this one might be even better than the other one. Look at that, all together now. We're trying to move the seat up there so you can get the whole thing. Yeah. I'll put some pictures up there. I don't know if this is focused or not. You guys know my deal over here. I usually videotape this thing backwards so you can get the 1080p quality of whatever. But I kind of like the angry face. But the rest of the face is cool too. Either one is really nice. But this figure doesn't just. I mean, this isn't just like I said. When you buy a figure like this for the amount of money you pay for them, you don't just get the figure. Okay, you get a bunch of other stuff. So I'm taking this other half of the package of the bot. Take the other half of the bag of the bot. I'm gonna take out that with the bag of the bot. Taking half of the package bot. You get. Look at this. You get his punching bag there. So let's say Muhammad. It's gonna stay. Okay, let me make this all. Put this all into perspective here, because you don't only get that. you get a stand, okay, with the little crotch grabber thing, you know what I mean? And then you get the pole, which, let me see if I can grab the pole while you get the pole, you put the pole over here, and the pole connects to this thing, okay, and you slide that thing in there, and then you got Muhammad Ali over there, and let's say Muhammad wants to get into a little bit of a little boxing there. He wants to punch the bag a little bit there. Ready? You gotta take a breath, Muhammad. Calm down. I'm the greatest of all time. Is that Muhammad Ali? Did I pressure properly, or was that Sugar Ray Leonard? I'm confused a little bit. I should be watching more Muhammad Ali videos. I've been watching Sugar Ray. Who's like a butterfly sting like a bee? Was that Sugar Ray? That was Sugar Ray. What was it? What was my? Listen, I remember Muhammad being on different strokes. That's what I remember. So I think I did that impression way off there. Listen, I know you're gonna comment below. You're an idiot. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Do it. Just comment below. You're an idiot. That was clearly a not a Muhammad Ali impression. That was a Sugar Ray Leonard impression or whatever. But it also comes with, check this out. Hopefully I can fold it. It comes with his robe. If I want to put Muhammad in his robe there, he's coming into the ring in his robe or whatever, and I want to put him in his robe, he can be in his robe too. So listen, I gotta thank my mailman, and I'm gonna thank this guy right here is getting 100 stars of positive feedback. I'm gonna give it to him right when he's done, because I'll tell you right now, he may not have checked this thing out. He may have said it came from a storage locker, which he probably found it in a storage locker, so he probably paid whatever he paid for the storage locker. I'm sure he made his money back on it. But yeah, I mean, I'm happy. I'm happy for what I paid for it. My son's gonna be happy, because the goal with this one is I'm a Mike Tyson fan, and he obviously is a Muhammad Ali fan. According to him, he said that his speeches are extremely inspirational. I had to do a little more research on that, because I was like, I was born and raised around the time of Tyson, not Muhammad Ali. So I guess the younger generation, they do a little history research. I didn't know that. No, what I didn't know. My son told me this, that Muhammad Ali would be classified as history nowadays, because my son's like, oh, we learned about this in history, and I'm like, Muhammad Ali became history? Wow, that's maybe that's why kids enjoy history nowadays, because when I was a kid, I dropped my head there. Yeah, I dropped the head. Oh, dropped the head again. All right, I'm back. I'm good. I couldn't leave the head on the floor. It would drove me nuts. There we go. Beautiful. No problem. According to my son, they teach you like fun stuff now in history, and I was kind of blown away. I'm like, wow, maybe if they would have taught me about Muhammad Ali in history instead of like the French Revolution or how this guy this war and that war, and I don't know. I was bored during history. They had me copying word for word out of I had a history teacher, and he was an alcoholic. I knew he was an alcoholic. My wife had him too. She knew he was an alcoholic too, because what he would do is he would tell you to open up your book. He'd tell you to open up your book, and then you had like, I don't know if you remember back in the past, you had these blue, like lined little tiny notebook things that the school would give you. They were blue on the outside, but then you open up and they just lined paper. And he would tell this was the class. Okay, this was my history class. Open up to page 24 and copy from page 24 to page 26 in your little blue book. That was the instructions. That was the instructions for the complete year. And then at the end of the week, he would say, all right, we're going to have a test on what you learned from page 24 to page 26. And I'm like, and this is how we knew he was an alcoholic. I guess this thing, he'd be like, his room was set up like this. It was a desk, and then he had behind him was one door and another door. And what was back there was like a storage cabinet, a storage area, like a locker room, like not a locker room. What do you call those? It had places where you could hang coats. A coat room, cloak room. That's it, a cloak room. And he would literally go in the back. He'd come back out with a cup full of orange juice. Now I know this man was drinking him some orange juice and vodka, because when you come over and check and see if you were doing on your little blue book, you could smell the alcohol on him. Okay, he wore cowboy boots and a tweed jacket, and it was like 110 degrees. He did not care. This guy was skunked throughout the whole course of the day. And he's like, copy from 24 to 26, test on Friday. And you copy that thing, and you're like, and then you get the test, and you're like, and if you didn't kind of comprehend or read or understand what you just wrote in that page 24, 26, and you failed that test. And he didn't care. He didn't tell you. He didn't tell you failed. He didn't tell you nothing. He's one of these guys just come over. He's like, and he wouldn't even come over. He'd be like the front. He'd go to the first person in the row, and he'd be like, okay, take your paper and pass it back. And so your whole class knew you were an idiot. So if you got an F or an F, one time, I didn't even know this was a thing. He gave me an F minus. How do you get a minus from an F? An F minus? I mean, don't you get points for at least writing your name right on the front? I don't even know how that happened. But I got me an F minus. I don't know what happened there. Unless he was writing F and then he was like starting to pass out like F. Maybe that's what happened. I don't know. But listen, with that said, my friend, hey, listen, thank you once again for sitting here with me for this amount of time. This one's a little bit shorter, a little bit different, a little bit special, but I want to stay current. And I'm gonna start. I'm gonna be honest with you. I got like 3 or 4 videos that I edited, but I didn't post because we had like 101. I had 101 things going on with me. There was so much going on in my life. The 600 count, the Dollar Tree drop. There was so much going on that I just failed to put these out. So I'm going to put the dates in the corner so that makes it a little bit easier for you guys to understand. So if I start talking about something like, why are you talking about the Memorial Day parade? You idiot. Are you on like the other side of the country where Memorial Day parade just happened last weekend? No. I think that what I was talking about at the time is important that you guys hear it and see it. And the video I actually watched today that I posted, I even said it. I said, it's almost like my collecting in my life is not completed unless you are aware of what's going on. I want to make you part. Listen, this channel is about relationships, okay? That's what this is about. I want to build a relationship with you. Now, I'm not talking like I want you to come hang at my house and we're gonna be like best buddies, hang out over there. Listen, I am a lock myself in the room basket case. I'm out of my flipping mind, okay? I don't like to leave the house. I tell you right now, if I could never leave this place again, I would be a happy little boy. But sometimes I got to go out and hop on the old moped and go for a spin and go look at nature, okay? That's what I had to do today. But if I don't have to, I won't. But today I just had to get out. But when I say relationship, I mean, listen, me and you, we can go back and forth, okay? This is a give and take. I'm not going to take any more from you than you have to give, okay? And I'm not going to, and in turn, I truly believe that you guys are here because you're entertained. And if I made you laugh, chuckle, something, I made you feel anything of joy today, then my job is completed. It's completed. My life is completed. It truly makes me happy. And some people just say that stuff. And I'll tell you right now, I'm going to throw this out there right now because I've been thinking about this. I watched some YouTubers, okay, that they started out with me with like 6 subscribers, okay? Getting this 600 recently, I reflected on that 6th subscriber. That's what I reflected on yesterday after I was watching my video and putting out the video. I reflect on that 6th subscriber, and I was like, I was thankful with that 6th subscriber. 600 subscribers later, I am over the moon, okay? And I can only believe that when I hit 700, 800, and 1,000, and 2,000, whatever the plan may be for me in this channel, I am thanking each and every one of you. And if you comment, listen, I don't care if I got 1,000 comments in a day. I will sit there and acknowledge each and every one of you because you are important. I am never going to forget where I started. And some of these YouTubers, I think that's what happens. They forget where they came from. They forget where they began. They forget number 6. They forget number 6. And listen, I ain't forgetting nobody. I ain't forgetting nobody, okay? Because I need you in my life, okay? This is a relationship. Okay, you don't just leave people hanging. You just don't leave people in the dust. You don't befriend people and have conversations with people and talk to people and go on with this stuff through your life for years and years and years, and you just leave them. You just walk away and just say, you know what? I don't need you anymore. I just don't need you. You're worthless to me. You got no more value, and you're done. That ain't me, my friends. Listen, so with that said, please do me a favor. Please hit that like button if you like what you saw. I ain't forcing nobody to do nothing. And please hit that subscribe button. That I want you to do. I'm forcing you to do that. I insist you hit that subscribe button because listen, this from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. And with that said, I will see you later.